Hey, Blue Table fans! I'm here with Virginia.
Hello.
Virginia and I are on a road trip. Hold on, let's see if we're getting in the frame here. There you go. The giant head. My head is enormous. Okay, so anyway, yeah, metaphorically speaking too. So check it out. Bam! We've been putting this on the board. Oh yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it actually takes up an entire so it'd be like, okay, I've deployed, your turn. And it's spilled out over into this one too. So any comments, Virginia, as we...
These look amazing. There's a ton of them. He wasn't kidding. It's gigantic. I'm terrified just looking at these. I would not want to play against this army or horde or mass of creatures, as it were.
Yeah, this is really, really something else. So this is also a bit of an inventory video for the client and an overview, a chance to take a look at the work. And when you commission your army with blue table painting, you get pictures at the end and sometimes a video and a chance to look at what's been done. And of course, if we miss something, we can take care of that. So let me show you what's in this, guys. So first off, so by the way, thanks for being my road trip buddy today. It was great. Yeah, we packed it all up. It takes over an hour to set this up, by the way, and that's like being efficient as well. By the way, how many termagants did you find in there?
But -1.
Okay, so there's how many?
Oh, I didn't count them all.
Oh, you didn't. All right,
Fail.
go ahead and do that.
But there are groups of 10.
Okay, great. So wait. So hold on. So there was a group of 9 at the end.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that bothers completionists like me and Virginia. Okay, so we've got, let's eat dessert first. This is a Hierophant from Forgeworld. And as you can see, we put it on this giant pie plate, which actually helps support it. Some people will put just a smaller piece to stabilize it on the board and not use a giant base, but it's actually held on there by this metal rod. It's a 1/4-inch metal rod, and that is really the only way to do this figure. Now, these are done in this ivory and brick color scheme, and in the muscle slits here, see if we can find it. Yeah, like on this guy, we've got a somber gray, Space Wolves gray, which is sort of a bluish gray, and of course the softer portions are green, which I think brings out the bases quite nicely to have these green tongues and accents and stuff. So we're going to take a lot closer look. There's 6 Molochs and Trigons, and 5 each of Tervagons and Tyrannifexes. Let's take a look at the Tyrannifexes over here. So those are, yeah, again, you can see the mouth color there. And there's quite a bit done on them. I mean, they've got, these guys have this fleshy stuff on their weapons. So they have a goodly portion of differentiation, which I think is nice, and that's really a result of having a lot of different artists. There's somewhere between 6 and 8 artists that worked on this, and these are toxicrenes. The arms are magnetized on them, which is great because you can put them up during the game. Yeah, that guy just flopped down. They do stay though. So anyway, yeah, the artist put on a little bit of gloss, tied in the green there, so they've had that extra stage of TLC, which is nice. These Tyrannicides have a lot of this really cool battle damage on them. And in fact, let's go over here to the Spore table. So we didn't have enough room on this table, so all Spore-related products ended up over here. So this one has had all this battle damage. It's been really beat up. And just, that green on there, I think, has really brought out. It's just a nice accent color, and I think the bright green goes well with the brick red. That's actually one of my favorite combinations. So let's keep going. We've got 2 Exocrines. These are great. These are like plasma beasts, and a Haruspex, which is this creature that eats things. He just bodily bullfrogs enemy units and consumes them, saves that DNA matter for the hive. So Guys, there's so much. It's more than you can shake a stick at. I mean, oh, what was the final count on the termagants? 179, okay. All right, so gargoyles. And there are 6 lictors in here, which actually can form with the Death Leaper, making 7 of this type of creature. That makes for one of the, I think it's the Death Leaper's Assassination Brood, which is a pretty cool formation. I've run it in a tournament before. Definitely not tournament worthy. And here's Hive Guard. There are 9 Carnifexes, including this Stone Crusher. In fact, let's take a look at him. He's got like cool stuff on him. Yeah, I love those giant sort of metal shear type claws on him. Very nicely done. So, what else? There's 18 Tyranid Warriors with a Tyranid Prime here, made from the kit. A Swarm Lord with 3 Hive Guard. And I think this army, as far as I can tell, it has everything in it. Even weird stuff like from Forgeworld. Oh, by the way, look at this from the side. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love that. I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures of this. So there's a Malanthrope, and that is a pretty cool customer there. One of the best things in the Tyranid book, by the way. Absolutely very effective. Wow, I'm really jumping around here, aren't I? There's a bunch of Raveners. Oh, there's 9. Good. See, counting twice helps. Yeah. Having them all like this giant mass, it almost like boggles the eye, right? Yeah.
I'm boggled.
Yep. And let's see here. Hive Tyrants. These guys don't have their Twin-Link Devourers on yet, by the way. They are supposed to have those. But that's the purpose of doing these inventories and videos, is to, detect where things might be amiss. And that goes right up through digital photography. A Dimachairon, also fantastic in the game. So what this guy does, he's like a giant lictor, and he jumps out, and like this pseudopod thing grabs somebody and engulfs them in the rib cage, where he desanguinates them. Yeah, they're like caught inside there, and it sucks the blood out of them. Yep, and he stores their DNA profile for later. Yeah, that actually sounds kind of good, actually. That's what I want to come back as. There are 18 Zoanthropes, so plenty of Zoanthropes here, guys. Definitely. What's great about this army is you could, just for kicks, you could play these armies that are kind of over the top, that spam certain elements. All right, let's go back to the Spore table. So you've got these Tyrannocytes, which I was talking about earlier. Mucilid Spores. This is an example where we actually painted something extra that was just in there and isn't on the inventory list. I wasn't expecting this. This little thing here, this is from a game called Assault on Blackreach, I want to say. The Meiotic Spores from Forgeworld, which have been around forever. I love them. I actually play them as Malanthropes, as you guys know. Some Spore Mines and extra Spore Mines for the Biovores. I like Biovores. Tyranids are by no means this giant, competitive army, but they can be pretty hard, and they have won major tournaments, though, with the Flying Circus of Hive Tyrants. So we've got 4 Harpies and 2 Hive Crones, and you can tell by the spines on their backs. So some of them have spines, some of them have no spines. I'm pretty sure that's the difference. That's certainly the difference in terms of the inventory for those. All right, what did I miss? There's like a whole gaggle of Gene Stealers, including this really cool Space Hulk Broodlord. And look how he towers over the published Broodlord. Yeah, I wouldn't use that model, especially now that they have, Overkill, which has yet another type of Broodlord in it, which looks really, really, really amazing. All right, so the Haradan, this guy delivers gargoyles into battle. It's this giant flying creature. By the way, these are going to be fun to pack, he said sarcastically. So, but this guy also has this really great sturdy flying stand thing. Oh, and the Hierodules, of course. So you got a barbed Hierodule and a scythed Hierodule. One of them is a ranged creature, as you can see. And this guy actually looks a little beefier than this one, but it's the exact same figure, It just has different accoutrements to it. In fact, let's take a look at this guy's face. Isn't that great? Oh, yeah. Yeah, those guys were painted and then repainted again. And, I mean, they just like layers of love went into this army as, you know, different artists added their genius to it, I think. Okay, oh, and the gaunts. Let's not forget the gaunts. So there's about 180 of each type of gaunt. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, you can really get a Pelennor Fields on these guys. Yeah, so many termagants. Here, I'll just let that settle in. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. We've got Venomthropes here, some old models, some new models in there. And, well, I think I've run out of steam, guys. There's not much I can say other than that this is awesome. We got another hour to pack it up. I've got to take pictures of it. So, all right. So, BTP fans, thanks for tuning in. We are taking orders nowadays, so give me an email at projects@bluetablepainting.com, and we're ready. Genius artists such as myself and Virginia are available. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got your inspiration for the day.